So what is this car doing? This we're going to look at a few scenarios and you have to tell me whether it's slowing down, speeding up, etc. So looking at this, it's moving in a constant rightward direction as a positive velocity, and you notice it's a straight line on a positive velocity. So it's going in the positive direction and it's not accelerating because there's no change there's no actual, it's not a diagonal line, it's a straight line across. So rightward velocity or rightward acceleration, so notice positive and positive together. That means that this thing is speeding up or increasing its speed. You have a rightward velocity, so you have a positive velocity and a negative acceleration. So we've talked about this before, and just looking at what's happening to this car as it's moving right, you'll notice that it's getting closer and closer and closer together as the time goes by. So that means that over time, this car is slowing down. And arbitrarily, let's say that what is its acceleration? Well, let's say that this is 5 and this is 10 seconds, for example. And then this is, maybe I'll make it 5. Well, it's fine. So 5, 10, so about 12 right here, it's fine. So from here to here, and then let's do velocity of 12 over 0. Let's just do this over here, so it's fine. So my average acceleration is VF. This is my final, so let's say that that's about, let's say 7 minus 12 is my initial up here, divided by 5 minus 0. So you can see that you'll end up with a negative number because you have 7 minus 12, which would be negative 5 divided by 5, which is negative 1 meters per second squared. So that means that your acceleration is negative and you're moving in a rightward positive direction with a positive velocity, you're slowing down. So you have a constant leftward negative velocity going this way, the negative direction, quote unquote. You have a negative velocity, not changing, there's no slope, etc. There's no it's not diagonal, there's no acceleration. All right, so leftward negative velocity and a rightward acceleration. So these are actually opposite of each other. So it's going this way in a negative direction, and this is telling it its acceleration is opposite of it. So that means that it is slowing down. It's kind of weird, but the idea is that if they're opposite signs, like negative velocity, positive acceleration, that means it's going to be slowing down. If they're going in the same direction, it's speeding up. So how does that, does that really make sense? Well, let's try this. So say this is 5, make this 10, go down this way. Let's say this is negative 5, and somewhere down there is negative 10. So let's say I want to go from here. So I want to figure out what the acceleration is from here to there. So remember that it's VF over change in time. So my time is 5 minus 0. I'm going in a direction like that. Or not direction, but this is the way I'm going in terms of time and velocity, etc. So my VF is going to be, looks like it is negative, let's say negative 3 minus down here, let's make that negative 6, minus a negative 6. So that means that my average acceleration is actually 3 divided by 5. So without doing that calculation, notice how it's a positive number, therefore my acceleration is positive. Like I mentioned in the previous slide, you have the same direction, leftward velocity, leftward acceleration, so negative and negative. It's going in the same direction, so it is speeding up. So even though it's getting, because it's getting away from the zero, that means that it's increasing its velocity, and also it's accelerating. So remember that the term speeding up, it can be confusing. So to be speeding up, it means that the speed is increasing towards larger values. Getting faster or increasing speed means that the lines will be heading away from the time axis. So getting away from the x-axis, like I said previously, that means that it is speeding up or increasing its speed. So this is the end. Your upcoming assignment will have a set of questions related to one velocity versus time graph. It's for attendance, so please do it. A day is on Wednesday and B day is on Friday. So if you have any questions, let me know.